Oh, already? Oh, okay, sure. Let's just jump right in then. Don't give me time for coffee. Shoot.
What's going on? It's RDV, and I feel like a little kid. I'm next to my pal over there.
My God, why do I look like a giant? It's attack.
I learned my seat down.
It's like Attack on Titan week or something over here.
Help! It's good. Let me check my seat a little bit. There you go. So. Now my camera's out of focus. See? That's like.
That's why you shrunk down. Now you scared the camera.
Come on, camera. Focus. You just kind of finger a little bit, and then it gets going well. But there we go. See? All right.
There you go.
45 seconds. We're talking about sex jokes. All right. What's going on, everybody? I'm RDV, and if you haven't already figured it out, we're talking about the new comic books tonight. The books coming out for this week. These are the 5 books from each of our. Basically, Zach and I create a pull list. He gets 5 books, I get 5 books, and these basically the books that we're looking forward to coming out this week. Now, that being said, there's no wrong or right answer unless it's wrong. Unless it's Ryan North, then it's always the wrong answer for buying a book. But
his Fantastic Four has been genuinely fun.
I think I say genuinely fantastic,
and I will die on that hill. Anyway,
it must be a small hill.
It is. It's like an anthill, but it's my anthill. Dang it!
It's just like Ant-Man 3. No one cares.
Well, at least it does. At least Ant-Man 2 isn't the worst one anymore. I actually like Ant-Man 2.
Yes, anyway. Yes. Hello to Marania. Hello, saying Attack of the Killer Apples tonight.
Oh, I've got them. I've got some. Get your apple. I think so. I don't know. I don't know for sure if they'll be bad. One of the writers attached might make Marania throw some apples.
I brought
the other one.
My store-bought Snickerdoodles cookies.
Oh, those actually. Oh, those would go well with my coffee.
All right, that was not great.
That does look tasty. I'm sure the fact that I've only had salad today has nothing to do with how my appetite is.
Salad cookies?
No. Just like salad. Just like salad with chicken.
Just like salad.
Yeah.
Hello to Undead Quinn.
Undead Quinn!
He's saying, hey, Al. Well, Al's not here, but...
No, he said, hey, Al. He's looking for Al.
Yeah, he's at the shoe store. All right. Let me share my screen here. So, and if, as I said, if you haven't already done so, please click like, subscribe, help us get to 500. All right, we're also streaming live over on Twitch. So, anybody's watching on Twitch, hello. All right,
and if you're catching this after we've gone live, feel free to comment. Let us know. Do you like our books? Do you not like the books we've chosen? What are your books? Do you hate the books we're reading? In my case, that's usually always a guarantee.
Do you just hate us?
Do you just hate us? Miss So, the nocturnal Miss So, says, hello. Sorry I've been gone so long. Just saying hi and lurking.
Holy crap, Miss So is here.
I don't know. It feels like I haven't seen Miss So, I feel like, in a long time.
I think the last time I saw anything from Miss Mel was on Instagram saying that she was cutting off social media for a while. So
hey, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you got to take a breather.
So now I feel truly blessed to have her here with her watching this. All right. So let's go with your number 5.
Are we going first with me tonight? Oh, sweet. All right.
I went first last time. Unless you don't want to, you don't feel comfortable. I'll get in the water first.
I'm surprised you remember that because last time was 2 weeks ago because I wasn't here last week. No, we'll go first. Let's get the apple throwing. Let's get this started quick.
Honestly, the reason I remember because I forgot that I went with Breen last week. That's why. So because we don't do that, I just do my top 5. And
right.
Breen's just like, why am I here?
Did he even get any books last week? Did he talk about any books?
I think he did get some books.
Oh, okay.
But to find out more about what books he got, check out the Best of the Week from last week. So.
Yeah. Tehillim is here. Tehillim is... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say skip an hour to the stream after I'm done finishing my books, and then they'll see Breen's.
You took an hour to talk about your 5 books?
Well, no, my 5 books. No, I had more. That.
Oh, okay. Oh, you went through the whole thing. Oh, okay.
The best of the week. Then you were there.
Best of the week. I'm thinking of. I was there for best of the week, but I came in like after you had just finished your hour.
But actually, to be fair though, for top 5, went like an hour and 20 minutes last week because Breen and I was talking about the trades. And we also looked at in stock trades too, which is awesome. Great site for all your books needs. We do tell you if you can support your LCS, but if you're in a budget, you can get your books for 42% off plus free shipping over $60 purchase. So it is worth it. But all right. So let's go with this week. You're going to be number 5, and please don't tell me it's crap. Because right now I'm on this first roll. It sucks.
Why are you looking? Yeah, why are you looking on the top? Yeah, those are all 4 top awful picks. Those are all bad.
Yes.
No, we're not going with that. I have my number 5 is kind of it's an interesting pick. I'm kind of curious about how it's going to go. It's you're going to have to go down. I didn't even tell you what it was because you didn't ask what my picks were. Stop right there.
Punisher?
Yeah, it's Punisher number 1.
Are you shitting me?
I'm kind of curious about this. So the writer, David Pepose, he wrote a few good issues of Fantastic Four before Ryan North took over. He also did that City of Moon Knight, that little miniseries. But I'm also kind of curious about this new guy. They're saying it's like a combination of John Wick and The Fugitive, which sounds intriguing.
You know what I'm saying is that this is going to be a book they're going to push for a while, and then no one's going to buy it. The marks like you will buy it for the first issue. Oh, I got to watch it. It's a brand new one. Maybe this guy's the first appearance. And that's
I'm not so much getting it because of the first appearance or anything like that. I'm actually kind of interested in the story. Like if it's another Shield agent, if it's just a Shield agent gone bad, like that's been Taskmaster, like that story's been done.
It's the writer for Moon Knight City of the Dead. Yes,
that's the one.
That's such a great story. You got to praise that. No, you don't.
It wasn't terrible, but yeah, I'm kind of curious about it. I want to give it a shot, give it a stay in court. I don't hate the writer. He's kind of like a lesser Jed MacKay. He's not always on target, but he has written some all right stuff, some good stuff.
Yeah, I agree with Breen. Screw this version of the Punisher. This is not Punisher. This is this guy going on there. This is basically like Jason Aaron says, you know what? We're not gonna have Punisher be Punisher more. We're gonna throw someone else in there. They might as well get a black woman. Seriously, because that's what it feels like. They're telling us what we should read, who we should know, we should like this. So when this book bombs, like I expect it will be, they're going to be like, well, I don't understand it. Why did nobody want to get this? It's a Punisher. It's not. It's like some guy putting on a costume like Jace Fox and saying, I'm Batman. You're not.
We'll see. Like I said, I'm just curious about it. I'm interested. I'm curious. We're going to see how it goes.
I'm curious about this. Just checking for colon cancer. I don't want to.
Boy, if I had a dime for every time I talked to somebody about colon cancer this last week, I would be able to afford 5 more comic books.
I'm 2 years away from getting it checked. Okay.
I talk with a lot of seniors, so that's why I've talked about colon cancer a lot. If anybody's wondering why is he talking about colon cancer, that's why. No, not really.
Like
not particularly.
And then why is this? Oh my gosh, this cover's on here.
Yeah, it's a little late. Halloween was last week.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Moon Knight's and Linus, neither is a werewolf. I would rather read this story than read anything that says it's not Frank Castle.
That Werewolf by Midnight doesn't look right. Something looks off about him.
Oh, because it's a generic werewolf. It looks more like the werewolf from The Howling.
Yeah. He looks like one of those giant Muppets, like Sweetums, but like with a dog face.
As Eric said, put a chick in it, make a lemon gay. Literally, that's how I feel.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that clip, I could afford 10 more comic books this week. Anyway, that's my number 5. Like I said, I'm just a little morbidly curious. If it turns out bad, you'll hear about it on Thursday.
Disclaimer: Zach Brand, he only had 4 books this week. He had to choose one.
Actually, I had 6 books this week. So
you should have chose the other 6th one.
I don't know. When you hear number 4, maybe you're going to be like, why, Zach?
All right. Well, yeah, I'm curious to
Maybe,
see
maybe you won't. I don't
No,
know.
I haven't been on. I got curious to see exactly where this next one, my number 5, is on this because it's a pretty good book. Although I was curious about this, and then I saw it's Cantwell on it, and I said nope. Great cover though.
Oh, the cover is beautiful. Who is that cover? That's it's Leinil Francis Yu. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't care about the Marvels. Don't put it on my book.
I know. I hate it when they do that. Like, I don't know.
All right, my number 5 this week. Wow, they're just really behind on this stuff. How far down is there? It is. Army of Darkness Forever. Continuing from with it's basically a sequel to or threequel. You have Evil Dead 2, The Army of Darkness, and then this is the third movie. It's basically what if Ash wakes up in the future, which was an alternate ending in Army of Darkness for those who watched it. That was and of course in this version, well, they went with that. Ash is in the future, far future, and in the present time where we see and for those who watch Army of Darkness, a scene where Ash shows up, he's at the S Mart. And the lady also is like, "Oh, it's what you He's like, lady, and you need to sit down. And he basically shoots her with a shotgun. And then he has the girl who's like, "Hails the king, baby." That's how it ends. But in this version, that's not Ash. That's Bad Ash. Yes, there's good Ash and Bad Ash in this story.
You keep saying Ash. I keep thinking of comics Ash.
Yes. This is from the writer mastermind Tony Fleecs with artist Justin Greenwood. Now, that's the part I would rather have Tony Fleecs doing the art than having Justin Greenwood. Because of those who've seen Torrent, that's the style that Justin Greenwood does for a lot of books. It's a little cartoonish, which I can't say is a bad thing because maybe I'm just used to it. The Army of Darkness has always been cartoonish in the interiors. It's never really been like, we're going to make this like a masterpiece. Now, like I said, if you had someone like Dan Mora on this, I think it would probably increase the popularity of this book, but this is only for diehard fans of Army of Darkness, Bruce Campbell. But Nick Dragotta is working on this too as well.
Nice.
He's doing some of the covers. Then Arthur Sudam is also as master painter Francesco Mantina. So what you're actually seeing in the cover here is actually Francesco Mantina on here for this cover.
Very nice. Very creepy.
Nice little poster.
Yeah, very nice.
And then here's Arthur Sudam. So this is actually, for those, I dare say it because I hate Jason Aaron, but those who read Gore the God Butcher, there were three different versions of Thor. There was past Thor, present Thor, and then future Thor. Right now, we have a story going on in the past with the girl who was originally possessed. You'll see her.
I don't like the skull teeth. That just weirded me out right there. That was creepy.
This is the girl that gets possessed. Basically, those who watch Army of Darkness. At the end of this, she basically is scoffed at because, well, she's a woman, and it's a time in medieval times. She says she fears that it's not over, and they're like, well, Wizard's like, you don't want to talk about women. So basically, she's trying to stop the evil Deadites from basically resurrecting Bad Ash. We're gonna see what happens to this because she runs into the ritual, and but there's three different stories going on. There's a past, then there's the present, and then there's the future version. What's going on. You said I'm happy. I'm basically happy with the fact that we have more Army of Darkness. It's never a bad thing for me because I don't get bad writers on a lot of these books. Versus Red Sonja, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because of the same company. But then again, Red Sonja is also owned and operated basically by a wife and husband and wife. So they must have some deal with Dynamite where they have the final say where who gets to write what. Maybe that's why it's just sucking. Who knows?
Maybe.
Let's see what's going on in the chat right now. It says
Jim says, "What if Miles Morales was the Punisher? Couldn't be worse than him as Thor."
It's a future Ash of a channel, and even in the far future, no one knows. I guess that I didn't get the J. Scott Campbell cover here.
I saw that J. Scott Campbell. Looks good.
And honestly, J. Scott Campbell's not really doing anything for Marvel right now. Why isn't he just?
He really isn't.
He should go back to doing interiors.
He should go back. He should go back and do a new volume of Danger Girl or something. Get back into Danger Girl.
Oh, who would you have it right? The original writer, and it was Andy Hubert. I can't remember what it was. Or I can't remember.
I think it was, I'll look it up.
It started with an H. Havert or Hubert? I don't know. Havert. But anyway, J. Scott Campbell should be on Ash books. He's been on them in the past doing interiors, and I kind of sad that he's not on this one.
They did an Army of Darkness. Didn't they do an Army of Darkness Danger Girl crossover? I know they did a bunch of crossovers.
Yeah, J. Scott Campbell did their on it.
It was Andy Hartnell was his name. Hartnell.
Who was a writer, yes.
Was the writer, yeah. Well, no, J. Scott Campbell is also credited as a writer.
Well, because it's a story crossover, because they created Danger Girl together.
Yeah. But yeah, they should totally go back and bring that back.
I mean, when I see this, like I said, it's cartoony, but it's J. Scott Campbell girls.
Yeah. Girls.
Yeah, I know, right? And then we have the Tony Fleek. Here's the Tony Fleeks cover right here. Where he looks like Mandy. You ever see Nicolas Cage movie called Mandy?
I think I have. That definitely, that looks like him a little bit. Can't really see that now.
Or is this the guy from the Superman book right now? The chains.
No, not the chain guy. The chain guy has like crazy, almost like Ozzy Osbourne hair.
But like I said, overall, I've been enjoying it. The first issue was pretty cool. It was really big setup as far as the movie, the end of the movie. So I do recommend, if you've never watched Army of Darkness, go back and watch it, and then pick up these 2 issues and read it. That being said, if you like it, if you don't like it, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's just too much to list. Yes. All right.
Tehillim's going to make me want tamales. By the way, you misspelled it, Tehillim. It's T-A-M, not T-O-M, not Tom.
I thought you were trying to say tomatoes.
No, tamales. He's Tamales Morales or something. He's trying to.
Is that a slur against Miles Morales?
No, it's a food. It's a really delicious food. Now he might be saying it.
Tamales Morales because he's Hispanic.
Maybe.
Anyway, let's do number 4. And
my number 4.
Because now, bear witness, over here, get your apples ready, because he said this was going to be worse than his number 5.
I didn't say it was going to be worse. I said people might think it's worse.
When you say might think, it means you probably will.
Before we get to that, Undead Quinn, well, I feel like I haven't read his books in a while. His number 4 is Frank Frazetta, Mothman, number 3. So, nice. Frank Frazetta. Good pick. Anyway, my number 4 book this week, I am still reading one Marvel series from Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, because the last issue didn't entirely turn me off. We're going back with Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 8.
Wow, you actually went back to this book?
I'm still, number 7 didn't take the turn that I thought it was going to. I thought in issue 7 that they were going to replace the movie team, quote unquote, with like Hulkling and Wiccan and some other weird picks. That's not actually what they ended up doing. So they're still around. This team, even though they look like they're sarcophagued in wood, they're still technically alive. It's been really interesting. Groot is kind of like this. He's evolved into this giant cloud of death, seemingly death. But he's actually, what he's doing is he's trying to heal this part of the galaxy. And so, the Guardians they're kind of caught up in his like cocoon or his like forest or whatever. But we're gonna see what happens. I think it's leading to a confrontation between him and his stepsister, who is now the ruler of Spartax, since Peter kind of abandoned the throne way back when.
Yeah, remember when they did that, and then then they came out with the movie and said, "Oh, that didn't happen whatsoever."
Yeah. I remember when like they first introduced her, and I think it was his solo series. I think Chip Zdarsky wrote it actually. When they introduced his stepsister, and then nobody heard about her again for like 10 years.
You know where you heard of her? In the Disney Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon.
Well, I didn't watch that. I was watching.
It was actually really good for that. I liked it better than James Good version.
I mean, you like all of the Disney era cartoons
Because the Disney
pre-Disney.
cartoons weren't like all just in your face, like crap. Sorry, it was actually enjoyable. And I also got to see I got the voice actor for Batman Beyond was in there too.
Quill
was Mark Quill.
Wait, what?
It was Mark Quill in there than he was in the movie.
Quill is the way Quill is because of the movie. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I've been having fun with what was it? Issue number 6 was actually really good. I was ready for that to be. If this was a mini series, 6 would have been a great ending to it.
Right.
Breen obviously does not approve of my number 4 pick.
At least there wasn't any head of lettuce at all. That'd be weird.
Yeah, that's true. At least it's not tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. But yeah, that is my number 4. It's Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 8, from Jackson Lansing, Colin Kelly, and Kev Walker on pencils.
All right, you ready? My number 4 is by our returning writer to the comic book industry. Well, Diablo's here. I would say his return. He's been over the years. He's done a few things, but I'd say he's a well-loved writer, and it's him returning to a book he hasn't written in probably 30 years, 40 years maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And you should know what this is.
I think I do.
Go all the way down here. We'll get to
but I'm not going to give it away. I don't like to spoil things. Have you been reading Dark Ride by any chance? I think Dark Ride, the Joshua Williamson book.
No, I never cared to even bother to look at it. This is what it is. It's just like it doesn't fancy me. It might be cool. I don't know, but I haven't
check it out.
So Marty Wolfman's returning to Tomb of Dracula, and he's going to be just running a what if? What if Blade was turned into a vampire by Dracula instead of Deacon? Or I guess, well, the movie I never really read much of the series, so I don't know how much the movie was accurate with Wesley Snipes with Deacon Frost is the one reason why he's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I trust Marv Wolfman. I don't think he's going to be like, let Marvel tell him what to do. But then again, this is 2023. A lot of people basically in order to get deals or even get jobs at these companies, they have to cater to them, even though they shouldn't have to because they actually have the talent. But why are we throwing tomatoes now?
Oh, no, that's that. Oh, wow. Whoa. Mirana's throwing tomatoes at you.
She's on a delay.
That's okay. That's a really big delay.
Okay, if you're going to throw tomatoes, I want bacon. I want lettuce. I want 2 pieces of bread.
Did you just ask Miranda to make you a sandwich?
Yes.
Wait, why are the tomatoes for me? Those are like my number 4 was like 4 minutes ago. Why are you so late on those tomatoes?
I don't know. Maybe her 2-minute delay is carrying over from the auction.
Maybe. Maybe.
I
don't know though if Wolfman will let Marvel edit or keep, or if Marvel will keep him on a short leash. It seems like Marvel is kind of trying to get back to catering to fans at least a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe this will end up being good.
I like these covers though.
I see the one. Austin, don't you start throwing bananas. Is that Vincent Price? Kind of looks like Vincent Price, just a smidge.
Christopher, well, it's about not Christopher Lee. I don't know. It's generic Dracula.
I don't see the Christopher Lee so much. I guess it could be.
Well, Christopher Lee was the definitive Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
Vincent Price was.
I thought Bela Lugosi was the definitive Dracula.
No. Bela Lugosi was not. I don't think was he Dracula. I thought he was the Wolfman.
No, he was Dracula. Who was the Wolfman? It was some other guy, Lewis something.
Oh, Liz Cheney.
Lou Cheney. That's it. Lou Cheney Jr.
Yeah. But Bela Lugosi was in there though. He was the one that turned him, I believe.
He was. They were both in the regular one, and then they were in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
So here's the art gem.
Far superior.
Cover.
That is that Satana? Or Satan's daughter or whatever. It looks kind of like her.
I don't know what's supposed to, it might be Lilith.
Mm.
Like I said, I haven't read most of this yet. I'm still been reading through it.
Yeah.
Fun story.
think we just gave Breen a little bit of a stroke. It's like, "Lon, you Philistine, Lon."
Did you say Ron Chaney?
I said Lou Chaney. I guess it's Lon. I apologize. I got the first 2 letters right.
I don't know. Anyway, so like I said, I'm wow, Nick Lowe. Every time I look at him, he looks like freaking the gay Power Ranger from the Power Rangers. Looks like Billy.
It does look like Billy. Billy with like a liter-sized forehead. I'm sorry,
Right.
that's really mean. I'm sorry, Nick.
But this is the $5 I'm giving to Marvel. I try not to, but it's Marv Wolfman. I'm when it comes to Marv Wolfman, I kind of want to check it out.
Hey, at least it's not something like 28 pages. At least you're getting like 40 pages.
40 pages for $5. Yeah,
That's not terrible, I guess.
yeah.
All right. Well, Undead Quinn says that his number 3 book. I know they're just going crazy in the chat. I mispronounced 2 names. Like, good lord, guys, I'm sorry.
Welcome to my world.
I know, right? Undead Quinn says his number 3 pick this week is Phantom Road number 6. I'm actually surprised I got a number 6. I thought it was a miniseries. All right, my number 3 book this week. It's one I don't even remember talking about number 1. I think it didn't make my list when the first one came out. Probably because it was like $10.
Yeah.
But my one of my favorite writers, Jonathan Hickman, has a book out this week for Marvel. I just realized I have 3 Marvel books on my top 5. When's the last time that happened? But yeah, we have God's Number 2 is my number 3 book this week. Yeah, that's right. God's Number 2 is my number 3. It's right in the middle. The first one, it was very Hickman, a little bit of Bendis, and that it was very wordy. But I actually dug it. I like Jonathan Hickman, the way he tackles sci-fi and science fiction and the cosmic stuff. I actually really dig that. Maybe I'm hoping that with issue number 2, the action, maybe the plot moves a little bit faster. He does do that sometimes where the plot takes a little while to get the engine warmed up. But I think, maybe if not with this one, then definitely with number 3. I hope that he gets it going. But I enjoyed it, though. Valerio Schiti's art is a lot of, like, it's just gorgeous to look at. I really like his art style. This one seems like it'll have a few more regular Marvel characters in it. Doctor Strange, Dr. Voodoo, Wong
Travis
will be
Landon
making an appearance.
Landon kind of looks like Paulo.
He kind of does. I think we found Paulo's secret. What if Paulo's really like a secret agent and we just blew his cover? Like, hey, this guy looks like Paulo. He's like Tom Cruise wearing this guy's face. But yeah, it's been really interesting. It's something you kind of have to like seriously like read. It's not just like a really easy follow the pictures type of comic book. It's something like the dialogues. You got to actually like absorb the dialogue and everything, which I like.
Yes.
So
spam the chat. Let's get more double digits. I want to go triple digits.
Go ahead. Throw me some bacon or something, please. That's enough fruit and produce. Throw me some protein. Good Lord. Or some carbs.
Proteins. This is a Publix.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no. Getting trolled isn't a pleasure.
Publix is where shopping is a pleasure. Here, getting trolled is maybe a pleasure. I don't know. But anyway, this is my number 3 book. God's issue number 2, Maranya. I said no more tomatoes.
Hey, at least they're not throwing fireballs,
Jay has got my back. Look at this guy. He just threw me the whole freaking breakfast buffet. He gave me watermelon. He gave me pineapple, waffles, cheese, meat, and bacon. Well, bacon is a meat, but
what the hell is that? A ham on a bone? What is that? It looks like
I think it's a turkey leg.
It looks like when you killed the dinosaurs in Joe and Mac for Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, it looks like the meat that Luffy eats in the manga.
Just
I don't know what that's supposed to be, like a spare rib, maybe. I don't know.
Per shoulder,
It looks good though, man. I tell you what, I'm starving now. Anyway, let's go on to your number 3. I'm gonna get hungry.
I know, right?
Break my diet.
Don't make me lose my mind.
Up in here, Okay.
It's not loading. There it goes. Let's see. Did I pass it? Probably. Nope.
There
the
it
book that
is.
Zach's not buying physically, but reading online.
That's right, because my shop does not carry all the issues.
There's Sean.
Tacos. I want tacos. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
What's going on, Lenore? Dude, tacos. It's Tuesday. Tuesday tacos.
It is Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday.
Man, you guys suck. I haven't had dinner yet either.
Good. We can suffer together.
If anybody has a legit question, it's gonna be buried by just all fruit and vegetables. Where's your refrigerator? Is that next? No, actually,
Calm down, Kyle Rayner.
I don't have a girlfriend. I'm good. And even if I did, I'd be single. Yes. All right, so this has been a fun. If you like the old Western style movies, if you watched what was it, Gun Guns, 2, where they're pinned down in the house and they got the Gatling gun. We've seen the Gatling gun.
Maybe.
Here. Now we got this guy. He was accused of murder that he didn't commit, and he's a notorious outlaw only because, well, nobody ever went after him. Even the sheriff is now investigating this. He quit. He said, "I'm not going to be part of a basically genocide without proof." Basically. We got this Texas Ranger who's hell bent on killing these guys without even looking at the evidence. He just saw someone was strung up, and somebody said, "Oh, Enfield was the last one that's in there," but nobody talked to the witness other than the former sheriff, who basically says it wasn't Enfield. Someone else guy. He had eyes as black as coal, which is not Enfield. Like I said, you can see the sheriff's on the cover right here, the wagon. It is just old Western. And the thing about this, it's a true story, but this is the events of somebody else. Witness basically witness testimony that people say that what happened actually didn't really happen as they said it was. In this story, Enfield's innocent. Where in the actual story they have in history books saying that Enfield was the murderer. He is the one that did it. So it makes you wonder: does Enfield survive in this, or does he die? But does he literally bite the bullets at the end of this? Only one cover. And only one cover. Only one cover.
They've all been like that, though, huh? Haven't they all been only one cover?
And they're all connecting covers.
That's cool. I dig that.
I believe so. They're all connected covers. At least the first two were.
No, they all are. I've seen. They all do. They all connect.
The struggle is real. For refrigerators or for?
No, for me, because I want to make tacos and burgers, but I only have 1 pound of beef, so I can't do both. I have to pick one.
Put your burger inside a taco shell. I have a cheeseburger taco.
Maybe. We'll see.
Man.
We'll see.
All right.
This isn't the last issue, though, huh? This is only number 4. Isn't it like a 5-part series?
Yeah, I think it's a 5-part series. At least it might be 6. But
okay.
Since it's a spinoff from this Texas Blood, and you're asking who Jacob Phillips is, for those who don't know, that's actually the son of Sean Phillips, who works with Brubaker.
Who's very good.
And this really feels like a Bruce Baker story. It feels like Chris Condon basically has been learning and reading Brubaker's books, his style, and has been learning how to basically tell a story. And Jacob Phillips is said by Breen on this channel. He said the son is better than the dad right now.
I don't know about right now. I feel like he will be,
or at least
in maybe 5 or 10 years. He's good right now. I'd say he's like maybe an inch. He's this far behind him right now. He's
dude, I wasn't done.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were done.
This is my turn to talk.
Do you not like being interrupted? That must suck.
You know what happened the last time you interrupted me, right?
Yeah, it's happened so often.
We've seen in that short, you interrupted me. No, so like I said, I've been really liking this story, man. Like honestly, this is. I think Breen actually said it. Yeah, better at his stage in life than the father was at this stage.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but you wouldn't let me talk. I was trying to correct myself. I messed up. Okay, but I apologize, Zach, for yelling at you. I'll do it more often.
I don't care. I don't care. Makes me feel like I'm at home when someone yells at me.
I don't care. I don't care. What are you,
I
West?
I don't sound like that. Make me sound like Gomer Pyle's grandpa or something.
I don't care. What are you doing? All right, but no, I've been enjoying this. I just love the art. The cover you see in the art is the cover you see in the inside. It's for those who like art, you should be looking at this book. And
It's really pretty.
And it's $3.99. Pay that to this company than you would pay it through Marvel or DC. You're getting more money. Basically more for your money. You're getting good interior art. You're getting good storytelling, which I can't tell you how many books at Marvel DC currently have that. All right.
You could count them on one hand for sure.
Yeah. So that was my number 3. And we'll go to your number 2, sir.
Alrighty. Well, my number 2 book, we're going to change things up. We are done with Marvel tonight. I'm done giving Marvel all this attention.
We're going to Batman.
We're going, well, you're close. We're not going to Batman. God, no. We are going to DC. We are, God, no. We're going to DC.
Shazam?
But it's nobody, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is Shazam. Shazam number 5. I was trying to tell somebody earlier today, somebody on the Mark Waid Black Pill trip, like, Mark Waid. This guy said Mark Waid didn't write a good Flash. And I was just like,
his whole entire run was great.
Are you serious? Like, I don't like Mark Waid. Like, I'm not his biggest fan.
Without Mark Waid, Wally West wouldn't have kids.
He wrote a darn good Flash. And he wrote a good Fantastic Four, too. And this is one of the best things that he has written within the last 5-6 years. This and World's Finest. Shazam has been absolutely great. Dan Mora's art. He and Dan Mora work really well together. This is the second title they've worked on together. The first one being World's Finest. Yeah. And this one works really well. They use a few elements from the movies, but it works though with like the adoptive family, the adopted siblings. It works really, really well with the supporting cast. It's show the Chris Samney cover. Look at that. Look at that. That's just cool with all the different gods. Chris Samney is just, we don't deserve him as an artist.
Look at all the shirtless gods there. We got Zeus and...
Look at all this sexist beefcake here. Don't you guys know men are not objects for your visual pleasure? I'm trying to use all the...
Yeah, unless you're going to pay me well.
This one gives me anxiety because I don't like sharks. It is kind of funny, though. That is a pretty fun
cover. That's why I don't go in the ocean.
That's why I don't go in the ocean.
I mean...
Megalodons are in there, man. Loch Ness monsters.
Like I said, I don't care about Megalodon. I watched Jurassic World or just even Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous. Jurassic Park 3.
Mm-hmm. Wait, the one with the 3? Oh, with the scene with the rain in the boat?
Jurassic Park 3 had the plesiosaurus.
Oh, it didn't? Did it?
In the water.
I'll have to go back and watch 3. I haven't seen 3 in a long time.
Yeah, that was gross.
I know Jurassic World is the one with the giant mosasaur that comes out of the water and it like eats the shark and eats the dinosaur at the end. So yeah, that I don't care for that.
I hate sharks. I'll take snakes over sharks any day.
I will not. No, I will take sharks over snakes. Snakes I just won't touch at all.
Snakes I can shoot from distance. The shark you can't shoot underwater.
That's true. You make a good point. It's a very good point. But anyway, that's kind of a fun cover too. Shazam has just been a lot of fun. Billy's being written as this fun teenager. He's struggling with Shazam because the gods have been controlling him one at a time. And so it's been really cool. It looks like in this issue, it's Apollo that's going to take control of Billy.
Yeah.
I like where it says you can create your own moon pun. That's kind of funny. I'm sure there are probably some fun jokes to be in there. I also like the really outlandish, almost Doctor Who crazy element, like with the dinosaurs or the gorillas in space. It has a very British sci-fi vibe in that way. It feels very Doctor Who in some ways, but it's very fun. The art is just incredible. I can't wait for this issue number 5.
It feels like it's written and aimed for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
It captures the humor of Zachary Levi's Shazam.
Perfect. It really does. It just captures. It's just the humor. It's not so dumbed down that only like 10 and 11-year-olds can enjoy it, but it's also not so. It's not mature. Like it's not just for adults. It's a good middle ground.
It's lighthearted. It's childlike. The personality is basically captures what Shazam is. He's a giant. He's a big kid.
He is. He's a big kid who wants to do the right thing and help people and have fun doing it. So yeah, it's a blast. I really enjoy it. So that is why it's my issue number 2.
I just want to know what nope ropes is.
That's a word for snakes. People call snakes nope ropes.
I was like, I call the cops if you see someone with rope.
No, I call the cops if I see a giant snake. But
it's like a red flag. It's like your lover brings up the ropes in the bedroom. Nope ropes. Nope.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
On Adam and Eve, it's a new sponsor. Their new product called Nope Ropes.
I didn't know we had sponsors. I would have. Oh wow. Okay. Sure.
Yes.
That was good.
Adam and Steve won't sponsor us, but we got Adam and Eve. All right. My number 2 for this week for me is a book that I just been enjoying, and it's just fun. It's Shazam.
I was about to say, were you about to click on X-Men or Spider-Man? Just kind of froze up there. Okay.
I'm just having fun with this. This is the example of a book that's written well and it has great art. If I'm paying for $5 it's actually I think it's $4. Let me look at the main cover.
For sure, I think it is. I think it's $4. I don't think it's one of the big ones.
I'm paying $3.99 for 20 pages. Now, see, it's only 20 pages. I'm gonna get some stupid ads there, but at least the ads aren't as cringy as Marvel. Marvel's got a lot of bad advertising.
As long as it's not the Alan Scott ad. That was pretty cringy.
You know what, though? I think they're done with that. That was a one-time
They should
thing.
be. I think so, yeah.
And just like everybody read the first issue, they're done with that.
All 3 people. All Tim Sheridan's siblings or family.
His family probably even read it. They're like,
probably.
They're like, okay. No, like I said, I just been loving this. Shazam is just fun. I enjoy both Shazam and Shazam 2. I just love the humor in it. I love the storytelling. People are like, well, Shazam 2 kind of sucked. I'm just like, a lot of people didn't, I think a lot of people didn't see the movie because of the fact it was what? Snyder versus over. So why are we going to see this? There's not going to be a third one. Which to me is kind of pathetic. It's like, dude, if you love this first Shazam movie, you should be going out and watch the second one regardless.
The second one had a lot of the same magic, I feel like, that the first one did. I really liked it.
Yeah, exactly. They call it lightning in a bottle twice.
Side note, it's probably the most bearable movie, the most bearable role that Rachel Ziegler will ever have. Because she plays she's the sister in that or something.
I gotta say, I actually kind of felt like, there was she actually came off likable.
Right? Not like her Snow White character.
Which got canceled.
or, well, they say delayed. It really means canceled, though.
It's just delayed till when no one will even care about it.
Delayed until we're all dead.
But yeah, like I said, I've really been a fan of this stuff. I just said Shazam. If you're looking for a book that's out there, a lot of people didn't like Mark Waid, what he did with Zach Richards and the whole thing, interference. You know what? That sucks. But that's Zach Richards' problem, not my problem. It sucks, man. That's how you're gonna hate someone for something they did that. You're gonna hold a grudge for all these years. My thing is that if Mark Waid is not putting his freaking politics into a book, he's actually getting a good storytelling. And obviously, he says stupid stuff on Twitter. Everyone does.
It's true.
But I'm not paying Mark Waid. I'm paying my shop. My shop is actually the one who's buying the books. I want my LCS to keep surviving. Now I do back issues as well. I do buy trades, which he admits he makes more money through doing the trades and doing the sales that he does from the new comic books. But I'm going to support the books that are good. I'm going to reward DC with money for books that you actually prove that they actually are worthy of my money. And this is one of those few books. The Flash by Jeremy Adams was one of those. Now, The Flash of Science Superior is not. Like I said, I pick and choose. I've always done this. I don't care if you're Comicsgate or whatever thing you belong to or support. I will buy the books that I like. You might hate me or love me for it. I don't care. I'm buying for myself, not for you. Like I said, I could care less what your stance is on. I'm sorry, it's the harsh reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and be like, oh, I support you guys. You guys are my fans. I love you. I buy the books for myself, and I like to share the books that I like with you guys. That's what I love doing. That's what I'm passionate about.
Aww.
Also, I get to be little Zach every single week. It's awesome.
He really does. Put $1 in the Ko-Fi for my therapy sessions, because I talk about my streams here a lot in my therapy. I'm just teasing.
We talk about you in our therapy too. It's totally
that was good. That was funny.
Yes. We always make gambles on like, who do you think's gonna come back first? The reading, Zach or Pixel?
Has Pixel still not come back yet?
He came back this last Sunday, but
okay.
He's working a lot of our Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Well, for customers it is.
But I've been rambling on for this.
That's okay.
We're at 11 people watching.
Hey!
Fire up that other iPad so we get 12.
Eric Breen says he just saw a soccer score between two teams called Man City and Young Boys. Ew, that's interesting.
Man City Boys?
Man City, Young. Okay. Anyway, I feel like we have the same number one.
Probably not, because I think you told me you get a different one.
Is yours in disguise?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
A different number.
I left it off because I want to talk about the other books coming out.
Okay, I was about to say, did you not like the other? Okay, I was about to be really shocked.
It was horrible.
I was about to be really shook there for a second.
Shook. All right,
shook.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Can you count down to your number 5 and we'll get to your number 1?
I guess I can do that. My number 5, brace yourself, Breen. My number 5 is the new Punisher #1, starring not Frank Castle, but being written by David Pepose. My number 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy #8 by Lanzine and Kelly. My number 3 is God's Number 2 from Jonathan Hickman with art by Valerio Schiti, which is a really unfortunate last name. My number 2 book this week is Shazam #5. And my number 1 book, which should be of no surprise, is Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers #2. First of all, that cover A is a banger. I freaking love that. Crazy, maniacal Starscream about to kill this poor guy.
I love the dials. I wonder how accurate this is.
Look at all the detail on that. Holy cow, Daniel Warren Johnson. What on earth? That's insane. I love it. Transformers #1, freaking fantastic. Well worth the wait. I wasn't even a huge Transformers fan as a kid. I was an all right fan. I wasn't like a super fan. But Transformers #1 was awesome. As far as the Transformers to human ratio, and there's certain things happen to popular Transformers that I approve of, because I just do. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll wait a little longer. But yeah, Transformers #2, I think this is going to be really cool. We're going to see Optimus and the Autobots regroup after they first wake up on Earth. Starscream is leading the Decepticons. There's no Megatron. I don't know if there will be Megatron for a while, which I kind of dig. I kind of like this Starscream as the creepy leader.
It's just like the cartoons. It takes place in the 80s.
Yeah, it has a very 80s vibe.
Except of being revived with everybody else, Bigtron, Starscream was revived first by Jetfire and all them, or not Jetfire. I forget what it was.
Starfire.
Starfire.
Yeah, no. Starfire. I don't know why I said Starfire.
Jetfire.
Jetfire revived Starscream.
Yeah.
And then Starscream turns around and
starts murdering all the Autobots, and then,
he goes crazy and starts killing people or killing robots.
It's a typical Starscream move. He basically hates Megatron. He wants to be in charge. He thinks he's in charge. He's always been jealous of Megatron in the cartoon series, even in the movie. Yep. So I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop when he basically the downfall of Starscream. When
Megatron comes back and just like bitch stomps him.
It's just like, oh shit, what have you done, you fool?
Right. Because this is interesting. You think so? Is this dude like a G.I. Joe or something with a jetpack? That's kind of interesting to me. I would kind of dig. So with this issue, they say it is a first appearance, a first Energon universe appearance. I'm wondering if it'll be like a Joe or something. Because the G.I. Joes and the Transformers are going to be in this shared universe.
And they even have Carly here, Spike, Sparkplug, which is his dad.
His dad, yep.
Soundwave, Skywarp.
Ratchet.
And there's also a Duke preview in here, too, in the back of this, too, as well.
Yep, the 4 issues of Duke. Bryan Hitch has a really cool variant cover.
Did you see this? That Tom Riley is also the artist for the interior for
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
He's also the cover art for this.
Yeah.
The main cover.
Tom Riley. No, he didn't do the main cover. The main cover is Daniel Warren Johnson.
No,
cover A. That one right there is Daniel Warren Johnson. The one on your screen right there.
Okay, this is writer artist. Okay. Oh, okay. It is here for here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, trust me. I know Daniel Warren's art style. The other one though that you just had on the screen.
That was Zip Riley. Yeah.
That's Tom Riley.
Hey, what's up, man? Drew's in the house here talking about Unholy Comics.
Nice.
Unholy Nightmare, not Unholy Comics. What am I thinking here? Which is live on Kickstarter right now. Go check it out. It is $10 for a physical copy, and I believe you said like $5 for a PDF.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so it's very affordable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So instead of paying $10 for Hickman book, you can get $10 for an actual even better book by Drew.
Hey, let's not diss Hickman. We can elevate both. We don't have to chop Hickman down to make room for others.
Hickman chops himself down.
Hickman is a national treasure. We're lucky to have him.
That should be in his museum and left there to die.
And his omnibuses will be. But anyway, there is also a really cool Bryan Hitch cover for this.
I saw that. That was here.
That one's really cool. You don't think so? You don't like the Bryan Hitch?
It just looks kind of weird.
I think it looks better than a lot of his human stuff, to be honest. Like, he's good with humans, but I feel like this looks better. Now, I probably will still get just the Daniel Warren Johnson cover.
Yeah.
Because I am such a big fan of his art style. And it's kind of got like a grittier feel to it. Like, this looks really clean. Like, even though they're fighting, it just looks really clean.
What I like about the series is the fact that it takes place. It's basically when they first start in the TV series. Mm-hmm. It's set in the 80s.
Yeah.
So G.I. Joe is supposed to cross over. It means we're going to get G.I. Joes in the 80s. Yeah. At least for this crossover. Now the Larry Hama one is a totally different G.I. Joe. That's continuing the Marvel franchise version they did over there. His story, starting at 300 or 301, I think it was. So that's gonna be kind of cool for that. But it's like I said, I love the fact that they're paying homage to basically the 80s version of this series, which basically when the popularity was Transformers and G.I. Joe was the 80s.
Yeah.
And if it's not set in the 80s, I'm not gonna read it. I don't want modern Transformers. I got that with the current movies, and look at the state of those.
They're still kind of entertaining. At least the third one is.
I said the only thing that's ever come out as far as a new version of anything was Voltron, and that was the one that was a Legendary Defender. It came out on Netflix a few years back, and that actually was good.
It was okay. It was good for the first few seasons.
They threw a little woke scene in there, but that was about it. I said, but I mean, Transformers coming back in any form, I'm always like. But I mean, this isn't your Michael Bay. This is your dad's Transformers from the 80s, with a little twist. They kill.
They do kill.
Yes,
they do. They do kill.
Starscream squishes a guy, and you hear a pop.
like a zit pop. It's just like, it's so gross, but then it's also like, yeah, if I was a Decepticon, I'd probably do that too.
Eric saying Leah Thomas, Byrne, and all better than Hickman's FF.
I know. I can't even with him tonight.
I know. He's saying Lee Thomas, but I
Lee, Stan Lee,
not Leah
Roy Thomas, John Byrne, not Leah Thomas. Yeah. No.
Mark Wolfman, Jerry Ordway.
Wolfman and Ordway. Wolfman didn't do Fantastic Four.
I'm not talking about Fantastic Four. I'm just saying just general writers that are.
Oh, you're just naming writers. How dare you? Anyway.
Danny O'Neill, Rob Liefeld.
He gave us Deadpool. Like,
And
that's
Cable.
yeah, I guess he did that too. Characters that I don't care about as much as Hickman's Fantastic Four. Anyway, Transformers number 2.
Hickman gave us a Transformers on Love Island. Sorry.
Hickman gave us a lot of good stuff. But anyway, this is my number 1 book this week. I cannot wait to read it. This will be the first comic that I read. And yeah, that is my list.
Like I said, this is the interior art. What you see here is what you're getting on the inside.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, for those of you who judge a book by cover, you should, because this is the interior art as well. If you don't like the cover art.
And Daniel Warren Johnson's art is really great. Like, it's refreshing and just pops. It's awesome.
Oh, apparently Wolfman did do it FF.
Did he really? Oh,
yeah. And it's better than Hickman's.
I don't know if Breen's even read Hickman's. I think he's just saying that.
I don't think anybody's read Hickman's.
Skip and I read Hickman. We did a whole series on it.
I could make a joke about that, but it's just too soon.
Yeah, it probably is. You should go eat a bar of soap.
And it'd still be better than Hickman's FF.
Damn it, Hickman! Just throw everything up.
Yes.
All right, what's this number 1 that you figured was not going to be
Like I said, I'm excited for Transformers, but I wanted something different on my list because this is a variety show as far as books go. I feel like
it's not the Carol Burnett show. You call it a variety show.
I've been trying to get women on this channel, but it's hard. Okay. All right.
Stop asking me to show up in a wig. I'm not going to do it anymore. They're going to know because I have a beard.
First of all, that was supposed to be private between us. And second of all, I paid you. So be quiet. My number 5 is...
That was under the bridge. That wasn't for this.
What's up? And NEOV Earth?
Envira Earth? Envira Earth.
No, so many things.
Yeah.
All right. My number 5 was Army of Darkness number 2 for this week. My number 4 I picked was What If Tomb of Darkness by Mark Wolfman coming back. My number 3 was The Enfield Gang. Number 4, my number 2 was Shazam. And my number 1 for this week is the book that's returning. And Marania kept complaining about, I don't like the art in the original, in the interior art. I don't like it. Every single time it's brought up, it's like, I don't like the interior art. How they did Perry did wrong. I'll just say I got Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor, and I loved it. And it is Superman 78.
This is a different artist than the first volume, right?
Yes. So I'm hoping I don't get any. I don't like the interior art. Gavin Goodry. I don't.
Gavin Guidry.
Guidry. Okay.
Guidry. Yeah, we have a lot of them down here in Louisiana.
A lot of Gavins? Or a lot of Guidrys?
No, a lot of Guidrys. A lot of Guidrys. It's a very popular last name.
It's a one John family.
Could be. I mean,
They're
a lot
all
of Cajuns down here. You'd never know. Yeah.
Like I said, I like the original one. I'm liking again the Christopher Reeve Superman. Not a fan of the cover art. Unfortunately, I believe the cover art is Gavin Guidry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's him too.
So I don't know. Like I said, it's not the best art, but it's Robert Venditti, man, writing Superman again. And I love Venditti on Superman. I I don't like Venditti when he goes outside of Marvel or DC and starts doing other interior stuff, or not interior, but interior, basically writing. I want, if I'm gonna do, Superman 78, Robert Venditti proved that he can write an entertaining story. All right. So the story is that when the planet Krypton, that's what we say around here, exploded, his last son was rocketed. Yes, the last son means there's no other Supermans or Supergirls.
It means it says the last son. It doesn't say anything about daughters though, so there is a loophole for Supergirl.
Okay, that's 2 then.
Okay, that's 2. That's all you really need. And
Nothing
Connor.
else.
You can do a clone and have Connor. You like Connor. You like the ugly 80s or 90s suit.
The ugly 80s or 90s suit. The fact you don't even know what year it came out proves that you're a poor hater.
Because I don't care about the suit. That's fine. Finish your synopsis. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
A synopsis. All right.
Synopsis.
It's a new word. All right. He's rocketed across Cosmos. We all know the origin. Came settled down to a small town called inside Kansas. But when else came with him? What if a piece of his home landed somewhere in it and he never knew about it? Kryptonite. As Superman has become a symbol of strength and pride for America. Yes, pride. The Soviet Union looks to crush the image with the creation of their own. Yes, that's right. We're getting Nuclear Man. I
Don't like that. Don't like that. What was that? That wasn't Superman 3. Was that 3 or was that 4 with Nuclear
4.
Man?
Yeah,
it was 4. Okay.
Quest for
Peace.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm just like I want to see this now.
No, I don't. Why does Jimmy Olsen look like Joel Osteen?
Because that's what he looked like in the original movie.
He looks like Joel Osteen. He looks like he's about to preach a prosperity sermon or something at the Daily Planet.
Marani, you're not correct about it. The only you're correct about is that you're wrong.
Oh. Yikes.
Wilfredo Torres is doing the cover here for this one. Whoever loads. The Russian Superman. Which I honestly I would prefer to him do some interior art. But then
that's not bad.
I'm looking at this hand here. It looks kind of weird, the angle.
Yeah, it does look a little bizarre. Bizarro even.
I hate these stupid figurine covers.
I know, I've been seeing those. I don't like. I know McFarlane. I know he's got like his action figure line. I guess it's him trying to promote it, but it just looks weird.
Yeah. And then they have the 1 in 50. I don't know who's going to be buying a 1 in 50. That's just kind of weird for me. Jimmy Olsen is a born again Christian.
You're gonna hear him on satellite radio or on TV. That one's kind of an all right cover. It's like somebody just hit him with a crowbar and it's reverberating. It's like you see in a cartoon.
Yep,
that's kind of cool.
Doug Braithwaite cover. That looks horrible. 90-year-old Superman.
Yeah, the paint on all the different colors and lines on his face. Yeah, he does look kind of old. I think if you cleaned it up a little bit, it could be good, but it's not. It's not great.
With all things, he's also paying respect to his Gil Kane, though.
The great one.
The nostrils.
I hate that I say that.
He is a great one, and I hate that you don't talk about him enough.
Did you see where Mark Millar rated him as one of the top 10 comic artists of all, like in his opinion?
Because Mark Millar is awesome. He also said that The Dark Knight is the best.
I agree with who was it? Was it Jay that said that was the most generic answer that you could give to the greatest comic?
Is it generic because you hate it because everybody says it? Because it's true.
No, I don't hate it. I mean, I haven't read The Dark Knight Returns, but everybody says The Dark Knight Returns is the greatest. I'm just like, is it really?
My question is though, if everybody's saying it's a generic because everybody's saying it, maybe because a lot of people like it.
Could be. I'm just saying.
I don't think we're at the stage where people are going to say like, oh shit, if I don't say Frank Miller's, I'm going to get beat up. No,
I think it's just like a lot of people say they like vanilla because it's the safe answer.
Well, vanilla is actually better than chocolate any day.
How dare you? Where your guy says, when I hear the great one, I think Mark Levin.
I'm trying to keep politics out of this, okay?
Yeah, I know. I was talking about Gil Kane. I don't know how you got Mark Levin.
I mean, when I used to stream on here, I'd have Mr. Producer help me out. Vaccine, that was Pixel.
That's true.
Mr. Producer for a while.
Mr. Producer.
All right. Honestly, I just at this point I'm craving Superman stuff. We just had an awesome Superman, basically Return to Superman story, all from the original creators. Came out there last week. I'm just on a Superman high. I'm hoping it's gonna be great. It's not Christopher Priest writing a Superman loss. We're getting an actual good story here. It's Robert Venditti, who should be DC, who should be looking up to as far as, because they lost people. Jeff Johns is gone. They lost most of their good writers, artists. They should be like, dude, can you come on, Superman? We'll give you a title. You can write Action Comics. Instead, no, they're gonna put Jason Aaron on it because that's stupid. They are.
For a select number of issues, more than he deserves, I will grant you. But it's
I will say this. I'll say Mark Millar or whatever. There's one flaw he did make. He said if he put anybody on a book for Justice League, he said Jason Aaron.
He did say Jason Aaron. He did say Jason Aaron for which would it be worse than Bendis's Justice League? I don't think it would be. I think Aaron's Justice League would be an inch or two better than Bendis's Justice League. But a lot of people say Dark Knight Returns or Watchmen as a default choice. Some truly believe it. Some haven't even read them but don't want to appear unknowledgeable. And that is what I was thinking. It's like a lot of people say vanilla because they've tasted it and they know what it tastes like. They won't say
Zach likes buying chocolate. He's used to that.
I like chocolate. I had M&Ms the other day. They were delicious.
About it, Zach.
Shut up. I know. I don't have to think about it. I know what you're thinking. I've been on this stream enough times.
Do you?
Yes. Radar says, what was the question? The question was a superhero. He was more of a detective, but you couldn't see his face. He capitalized question like a name. I was like, is he talking about Vic Sage? Or maybe he's talking about Renee Montoya. That is weird. Were you really thinking the same thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, who is the Hulk?
Why is Gamora?
All right. So that's my number one for this week. Let's go over to looking at the trades this week.
While you're looking at the trades, Undead Quinn's number one book this week, I believe he matched me. I think it was Transformers number 2. His number 2 was Dark Ride number 1, and number 9, and then his number 1 book this week is Transformers issue 2.
Number 9.
Number 9. Anyway, trades and hardcovers, and there's a Doctor Who book. I wonder if Pixel will be talking about that.
It's a Dan Slott Doctor. If I send him anything, I'm gonna send him to Dan Slott Doctor Who.
It's a Dan Slott book. Holy crap, that's awful. I feel so bad.
Dan Slott, Christopher Jones.
I don't know who Christopher Jones is. If he's the cover artist, he's not terrible. But Dan Slott on Doctor Who, God, who had that idea?
Since I have the beanie wear it tonight, we'll just kind of look at this crap.
That's true. We can kind of go at our own pace. Who read Dan Slott on Spider-Man and thought, yes, let's get this guy to write Doctor Who? Who thought
Is Chris Jones the artist? Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. They got the variant covers, the photo variants.
Martha. Okay, so I'm of the opinion that Martha.
And they're also connecting too. They're connecting.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like that.
Adam Hughes sketch.
Adam Hughes. Oh, it's only a sketch, though. They don't have like a fully inked version.
So, interesting. Bringing up Adam Hughes, segueing a little bit. I was looking at Mantra, for the Malibu book character.
Mm-hmm.
The style of Mantra was inspired by Adam Hughes, and that's why Terry Dodson draws it like that. The character. You look up Mantra from Malibu.
Okay.
Terry Dodson does the art in that book. Mike W. Barr is the writer. I never knew that Adam Hughes was involved in the creation of the character.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Let's see here.
Maranya says, sucker bet, the overworked Christos Gage will actually be writing it. And as I said in chat, if that's the case, I will actually read this comic if it is Christos Gage writing. Because Christos Gage is pretty good.
Christos Gage, I said he wrote that Batman Fortnite book, and it was really good.
He wrote Avengers Academy and Monster Kill Squad, and those were both really good books, really fun books. So
Batman Fortnite was better than James Tynion Batman.
It's weird, but it's true.
Invincible Compendium number 3 is coming out this week. It's a $100 book.
Nice.
It's like I just want to get that book, nothing else.
Court of Owls hardcover. Probably one of the few good things. Tynion wrote that one, didn't he? Didn't he do Court of Owls, or was that Scott Snyder?
It's Scott Snyder.
Oh, okay.
Never
mind, Tynion. I was kind of about to give you credit. No credit for you.
Is it Tynion or is it James Tynion?
I think it's Tynion.
I've always said James Tynion.
Yeah, I've always said Tynion. So
this is also coming out this week. The hardcover for New Frontier.
Nice. Oh, that one I may have to get. I do love some Darwin Cook.
We also have the Neil Adams variant, DM variant with basically Mark Waid omnibus of Daredevil.
You just skipped a Spider-Man Epic collection too.
I saw it up there.
Okay, I know you're a big Spider fan.
I'll just say it's a Elite Ditko one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're starting over, but it looks like the first volume. Great Responsibility. I'll just say this: if you never read the original Spider-Man books, Amazing Spider-Man book, and you want to go back in there because you're tired of Zeb Wells just writing shit characters, just like Dan Slott with Spider-Boy, you want to see the best stuff, go get to that. Basically, if you can, look online and buy the Epic collections. They are much cheaper than trying to collect the actual individual issues.
Especially if you find them on sale. Like, you can get a whole Epic collection for like $5 if you have the right sale.
All right, so then going to Ed Brubaker's Return of the Winter Soldier.
Get this book and hopefully increase Ed Brubaker's royalties, because God dog it, he gave us this really cool character and Disney paid him nothing for the MCU movies. What a tragedy.
It is a tragedy, Zach. It is an injustice, as they'd say.
It is. Winter Soldier and Black Widow. I forgot that they did this. Winter Soldier versus Doctor Doom. That's cool.
Captain America and Bucky, 620 through 628. Fear Itself, 7.1. Because that's where Fergal gets it from.
I remember the 7 point. Yeah, I remember the Fear Itself. They did the decimals.
Captain America book. And then they had Winter Soldier, 1 through 14. Captain America 2011 run, 11 through 19. And Fear Itself, Book of the Skull, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
752 pages for $100. In a minute, I'm going to go to in-stock trades.
I'll pull it up right now, actually, while I'm thinking about it. $54, almost half off.
Wow. See?
54, yeah. That is not a bad deal.
How much is that the Invincible book on there?
I'll look and see.
Then, before you watch... Wait, you're not going to watch Echo, so you can read the book.
The book might actually be better.
Garth Ennis Batman Reptilian. I kind of want to... This is the Black Label. I never read it. It's Garth Ennis. I tend to like Garth Ennis books, no matter what character he's writing. Manifest Destiny Deluxe Edition hardcover.
That's actually pretty cool. I've been getting the trades of that one. I believe this is issues 1 through 24. That's actually a really interesting read. I've been enjoying that one.
But you can also get Jack Kirby's Commandy, the Last Boy on Earth.
Commandy!
For $4. But wait, what's this? Mighty Marvel Masterworks Fantastic Four, Volume 3.
It started on Yancey Street. What? That's my thing voice. That's my Ben Grimm voice.
Everybody's a comedian.
Everybody's a chameleon? What do you think? This is Spider-Man?
I feel like I'm just gonna start watching like the Ross Banking Christmas, like stop animation.
I'm coming for your role, Maranya. I'm gonna play the Thing one of these days. Sounded like Burgess Meredith from Rocky. Ha-cha-cha.
It's the world without Santa Claus. Ha-cha-cha.
It's clobbering time, you Yancey Street thugs. No, the Marvel Mighty Masterworks collections, they are a lot of fun. I like the travel sizeness of them as well.
They are. I got a bunch. I got the Thor ones. I got some Spider-Man ones too.
Mhm.
These are the better way to collect trades. I'm just saying, instead of getting
Yeah.
heavy books. For
Yeah.
those of you who are complaining about bad backs in your 60s, you should be getting these instead. Sell the ones you have and buy these.
That's not it. That's
But I am curious about this deluxe edition of Jim Lee, Scott Snyder, Scott Williams. This is Superman Unchained.
yeah.
I watched the movie. I'm curious how good the story is.
I didn't read it. This is New 52 Superman, I think.
Yes, but
Yeah,
I
this
like.
is I think where they made it like I think this was when they first started doing away with the whole American way thing, and he was like he wasn't American. He was like a
So
citizen of Earth.
the reason I'm kind of curious about reading this because I like the animated movie where basically Superman just says "Everybody stand back" and he just uses his laser vision to take out a whole bunch of this.
Border Patrol agents or something, doesn't he?
What?
There's a panel where he's protecting an illegal immigrant from a Border Patrol agent.
No, that's Jonathan Kent. Superman.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a Clark Kent one. I'm pretty sure there is. I've got to look and find it.
If you'd let me finish interrupting me, yeah, jackass. I was trying to say that he was going against Brainiac in this, and Brainiac could create a whole bunch of doomsdays. I thought it was in this one, but then again, I could be misremembering things. My memory's not that good. I'm only 38. I only got the memory of Breen.
You're only 3 years older than me. That makes me really nervous about myself.
Dementia's coming earlier and earlier.
No, I don't like that. Yeah, this one here where it's like Superman against police brute. Yeah, well, this is the one where he's wearing the blue jeans. So I don't think that's this one right here. But yeah, remember that? I think it was Action Comics where he had the blue jeans with the Superman shirt. I think that was Action Comics during New 52.
It was Superman. He started out being single and wearing it. He stole a T-shirt actually.
Yeah,
a vendor thing, because for whatever reason he didn't have his thing. So it's like I was curious there, like this. So this is a symbol from his ship, whereas he just grabs it because somebody had a Superman T-shirt when there wasn't a Superman yet.
Mm-hmm.
I was so confused with the whole T-shirt and the cape. It was just like, is this like a? It felt more like you basically were getting the Kevin Smith version.
It was kind of weird. Yeah.
And
and then this is the one where he doesn't have the red trunks.
No,
it's just like the solid blue.
He had the belt.
Yeah,
I hate the Superman does not need a utility belt.
Yeah, he's not Batman.
Yeah. This collects 1, 2. Oh, also the
director's cut.
Ooh. Basically has 1 through 9.
By the way, Invincible Compendium number 3 on Instack Trades is like $57, so about half price.
Thank you.
Thickman's like it's an early Christmas.
I'm collecting. There's 2 things I'm collecting the most. I'm getting the compendiums for Invincible, and I'm collecting the Walking Dead Deluxe in color, books. That's the 2 things I'm collecting the most. Whether what I could drop everything else and just collect those 2 things. Why? Because Kirkman's amazing.
Kirkman is pretty good.
All right, so that's that. Then what else is coming out this week? We got Warlock Rebirth. We did review on this channel, all the issues. It was okay story.
Golden Age Wonder Woman.
Yes, Volume 5.
Never seen one of those before.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Ooh, this is just comic art. It's not even a story.
It's not even a story. It's just artwork. Yeah,
for $20.
Eh.
There's the original comic book cover of it started on Yancey Street. Right? What is this? Superman versus Brainiac? Or Superman Brainiac trade? What is this?
I don't know. $17.
It's a trade.
Rhaegar said you were channeling your inner John Fetterman. You gonna show up in a sweaty and gym shorts next week?
I am wearing gym shorts. I'll wear my Bulls jersey.
This is a collection of Action Comics 866 through 870 from Jeff. Oh wait, is this the story? Hang on.
New Krypton. With Gary Frank. Gary Frank. I'm sold.
Gary Frank and Jeff Johns. Yeah. It ends 2 issues. Because I told you this on Saturday. I was looking for Action Comics 872. Yep. This stops just 2 issues short. Yeah, this is where Superman is on Brainiac's ship, and in 872 he finds the creature commandos locked away on Brainiac's ship, and they go back to Earth. Yeah, but yeah, this is pretty cool actually. Wow,
Gary Frank art, man, that's awesome.
Gary Frank, yeah, that Brainiac looks really cool too. It's very different. It's very alien, very creepy.
So that
almost Hellraiser. Yeah,
2010 is when that came out. Collected.
Yep.
So 2009, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Right around there.
I feel old. I feel really old.
I was in my 20s.
I know. That Jimmy Olsen doesn't look like he's about to ask for a collection plate either.
Ron Troop was still black.
Perry White was still smoking.
Steve Lombard. Wow, he still looks like Steve Lombard.
I know, he hasn't changed. Which is funny because he's a redhead. Normally, society dictates he would have been race swapped by now.
When did General Zod start looking like the devil?
Yeah, when did he? He started doing that. I remember he did that in a Suicide Squad story, I think in New 52. He started to get that more Mephisto look.
Yeah, I prefer General Zod just like he was in the animated movies. I like him being more of if he's a warrior, he shouldn't look like the Christopher Reeves version they did. A little skinny guy like that.
Yeah. I actually really liked him in Man of Steel. I thought Zod was pretty compelling in Man of Steel.
Zod should be a formidable opponent. I'm not saying he should be John Cena size, but I'm just saying he should be look like he works out like normally like a Marine does.
Yeah, right.
All right. Then we got X-Woman.
X-Women. It's X-Ma'am.
Well, is that a oh my gosh, they made Frodo a girl.
Oh my lord, they did. What is that?
Atlanta woman, I make Atlanta gay.
Amanda Wawa.
That's what I think every time I see this now. Collecting Marvel Girl #1, Uncanny Origins #9, Uncanny X-Men from 1981, issue number 143, then Uncanny X-Men First Class #4, and material from Women of Marvel 2021, and Marvel's voices, ingenious voices.
Okay, so it's like everybody, all the X-Women get a little story, like a feature story.
Let's throw all like some of the good stories in there, and then we'll throw a shit story in there.
I mean, Claremont's good. Byrne is good. I saw somebody say today that John Byrne writing an X-Men story today would be problematic.
So my question is, why is John Byrne listed all the way over here? John Byrne should always be here because he's in him and Claremont. They're the only ones.
I haven't heard of any of these other writers or pencilers.
I don't know who this person is. What's be a guy?
She looks like she'd be very obnoxious.
Yeah, be careful. You can't assume.
All right. Well, that person looks like they would be very obnoxious to be standing behind at a Starbucks.
David William looks like he's a Mr. T fan. He's unsure about it because he has a beard going like that.
He's unsure. And then what's his name? That first guy looked like he was a fan of the Blues Brothers.
All right. Assassin's Apprentice. All right. Then we have some Dungeons & Dragons Saturday Morning Adventures.
Hey, there you go.
And then we have Transitions. Thank you, ADW. That's the reason why no one's buying your shit anymore.
I'm about to say.
Superman Ending Battle. What is this? Another Superman book coming out this week.
Yeah, what is this one? And why don't they have covers, League of Comic Geeks?
Because they're too lazy to upload stuff.
I know, for real.
Jeff Johns again. With Joe Casey,
Nice.
Joe Kelly, Mark Schultz, Pascal Ferry doing the art.
Okay. I dig it.
Superman
185 pages.
Yeah. Adventures of Superman 608, 609. The Man of Steel 130, 131. So basically, this is just towards the end before 52 took over.
Is this him fighting Manchester Black and
It
the
is.
Authority?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Over the course of
okay.
24 hours, Black Army of villains systematically attack all those closest to Brand until they meet in an epic showdown.
Oh, very cool. If I see
So,
this, I may have to pick it up. 185 pages for $17.
right?
That's insane. Oh, there's a cover.
Yeah. That's yeah.
That's a
Never
pretty good
mind.
deal. I wonder if this is DC. Is this coming out through DC, or is it like did they license this out? Yeah, it is coming out through DC.
Well, this is from 2009.
Mhm.
It's the cover here, usually.
Nice. Is that Dark Side? Oh, very cool. Banshee.
Yep. Banshee.
Some other guy back there.
Wow.
Very cool.
All right, and then we got some Dark Horse Flying Ship volume there, and then there's Helsing. Wow, second edition, volume 1. They're reprinting that. Very good manga series. If you like Alucard.
Okay.
Yep. And then we got some, what is it? Godzilla Rivals, volume 2, roundup 2.
Nice. Savage Sword of Conan.
Space Job. What is it? The Last Man. 3 American Gods. And then, yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Titan Conan, yeah.
Well, no, Titans just reprinted the original ones, I guess.
Is this the original Marvel ones?
This is the Titan. This isn't the Titans. They've got the license, so they're doing the original stuff, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, here. Savage Sword of Conan 117 from 1974 1995. These are the Marvel ones, I guess.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
Like. Or maybe, actually, no, it might be the magazines.
Yeah, I don't see the Marvel on there. I mean, it was really tiny, so that might be why.
The Marvel magazines are printing. No.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's what it is. It's cool.
Huh.
All right, I feel like we're ignoring the chat for too long, but
I know. Let's see. Rhaegar said Zod in the original movies was better than Zod in Man of Steel. Maranya says Perry White from the, I guess it was from the Brainiac one. Looked. She said that one looks better than what the Vendetti Superman is. Rhaegar says Neil before Zod. He says he also likes how Zod looked in Injustice. Sucks they didn't put him in Injustice 2. And then Rhaegar says, this whole time I thought Perry White looked like Lawrence Fishburne. Who knew? I actually like Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White.
I thought Lawrence Fishburne looked a lot like Perry White.
I thought he looked like Morpheus. But
Morpheus.
Yeah.
It says, according to my dashboard, it says I'm spending $86 this week.
Dang. I'm spending $20.
I have active 63 subscriptions.
Jeez.
And since I created my account here, I have over 2,242 books.
I have accumulated, according to my account, actually, it just showed me how many are in my collection. Let me pull that back up. I have 24. I have a little over 2,400.
Wow.
Yeah. Got a lot of books.
Jeez. I've only read 1,166 because a lot of books I had on here, I haven't read yet though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, majority of mine are the books I buy from Ease Auction. I haven't had a chance to read all of them, but I'm collecting them because I want to get a full run. I can just go right through them.
See, and I read my books, or I try to read them every week, the new ones, but I never mark them as read. I should probably go do that one of these days.
You probably should.
Yeah.
It'll probably help a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys saw some books that maybe you might be interested in buying, or maybe didn't know there was coming out, and or if those you did not like anything you saw there, I'm sorry, but at least you got to listen to us for an hour and 30 minutes. That's got to count for something, right?
Yeah. If anything, you go, I'm not going to trust that guy Zach's recommendations for books. He picks up Punisher.
I'm just shocked that no one said anything about me not having a beard. Not in anyone in the chat. I didn't see one thing.
Oh, did you trim it down?
It's gone.
No, you still got a shadow.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Did you see where it was before though? At a full beard, dude.
that's true. You did have not full. You didn't have like a Duck Dynasty beard.
Well, that's exaggerated. A full beard. Yeah. I hate the Ducks Dynasty beards, you know.
I'm not a fan of them. It just looks like, I don't know. I can't grow my beards out because they start to itch. So I'm just like, why? Why would you do this?
It looks disgusting to me when you let your beard grow out that long.
Mhm.
Because it means that, I damn well know you're not washing it. And then the point you have to like start washing your beard when you have more in your beard than you have hair on top. I don't know what the whole thing is.
It is a little weird, yeah.
I don't know what the appeal is, but yeah, to each their own. Do what you want to do. Already. Well, because I didn't shave that part. I didn't use the actual Norelco. I use a hair trimmer.
Yeah, that's what I use. Actually, I'm due for it.
That'll go later on. I'll do the whole Norelco. The problem is that if I do that, I look so babyface. I look like I'm in my 20s.
Yeah, no, that's why I don't clean shave anymore. Because if I do, I look younger than Pixel. And I don't want to look younger than Pixel.
Pixel's aged ruggedly from working at Publix.
It changes a man.
when he shows up, I'm Pixel. How's it going? Hey, you got any more of the eggnog, Zach?
Oh, I need to go get some eggnog, actually. It's out the stores now.
I know I saw it. I was like, I wonder if he's got it. Because for those who know, Zach is an eggnog fiend. Him and Pixel, every time we did a reading last year around this time, we're just eggnog this, eggnog that. The point where I was just like, whatever.
I'm gonna have to go get some.
This channel is not sponsored by eggnog.
This channel is brought to you by Mariko Tamaki's Grocery List.
I guarantee you she's not getting eggnog.
You don't think?
No, she's getting cupcakes.
Yeah, you're right. Eggnog is for fun people.
I wouldn't say you're fun, but they're for people. the fact that I'm just saying the fact that we look at Pixel and he is like he's drinking anything alcohol or beer. It's like my 15-year-old son is not drinking alcohol. What the hell?
Who gave you the key to the liquor cabinet, son?
Like his brain says, the kid gets carded when he goes to his own refrigerator. Yes. She says it's expensive and too rich. Well, guess what? Now it is too rich for you. Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Brandonomics.
Brandonomics. But we do ask you if you haven't. Again, for those of you, thank God we have 12 here. This is crazy.
What?
I wish you guys would show up on Fridays and Sunday nights when we do our readings. Last Sunday night, or was it Friday night? We had like 3 people watching. Sunday, it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe people just don't care for readings, or you guys are just busy over the weekends. But
it is football season.
I understand that, but you could do 2 things at once. We got a guy who reads with us and watches football at the same time. Yes, we call those Breenanomics.
Breenanomics.
Yeah, and also look.
Yeah, you restacked them.
I took some upstairs. So I could actually walk around.
Nice.
I got to the point where I had to turn sideways and I had to shimmy in between, the ones back here and the one this one. I was like, oh, if I just suck in the good, I can get in there.
You might have a bigger collection than I do.
I probably do, because you probably don't buy that many, and you probably sell yours.
I have turned around and sold and have traded in a few issues, but I actually have most of mine in the closet. So they're stored in the closet.
Eric Breen read during a Bengals game. The least you could do is watch.
How did the Bengals do? I think I missed that one. I don't know. I'm not going to turn this into a sports ball stream.
I'm sure they were terrific.
The Saints won theirs. That's all I cared about. They beat the Bears.
So we do. This is where we get to the show part of this channel, where it's just I hate to do it,
but we got
Yeah, because we need you guys to help out Professor Pixel, who pays for everything here. The little guy works his little heart off, just basically to basically support this. If you can go to the StreamYard, when I said that, sorry, go to the Ko-Fi link, which is me right here. Ko-Fi, I am fettering up tonight. I'm sorry.
I like that we call it fettering up tonight.
As E says, I hate onions. That's why. No. So go to ko-fi.com/Puppetine, drop $1 in the bill. If you drop $1 at least, you're eligible to help us choose our next reading. So if there's a book you've been dying for us to read on the channel here, you think it would be really cool, Glean's already done this before, just drop $1 in the Ko-Fi till, and put your request in. We'll read it. I only say it has to be Marvel or DC, no independence, because we just prefer Marvel, DC. And also, if it's modern, I mean, I'm willing to do the Batman Adventures continue, but if it's freaking Tim Sheridan Green Lantern, I'll just say thank you for the $1. That's it.
That might be entertaining to do, though. That would be what does he call them? Bad comic beatdowns. It could be.
Yeah. But I mean,
as long my only stipulation is don't make it one of those king size giants, please. Those take
here's okay. I'm gonna meet you guys halfway. If you want an Alan Scott book, we'll do an original Alan Scott book, Golden Age, and we'll we'll make a lot of wood puns. Yes.
I would do that anyway.
Yeah,
I'll make a wood pun no matter what era.
With that being said, the next time we'll be going live on this channel will be Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central. We'll see you around there, Tim. Are old comics typically longer than new ones? Actually, they are because of narration. They
really are. Yeah, the newer books, you don't typically have the narration boxes. The older comics can be really wordy, too. We give Bendis a hard time, but a lot of the older books were very wordy.
Someone's going to give Bendis a hard time.
It's not going to be Alan Scott.
Yes. All right. Well, see you later, guys.
Bye, everybody.
This is the awkward goodbye.
It is. But anything with us is awkward, so.
Now you just need to freeze, please cat me. Just kidding.
Are we still going? Oh, God.